Hello there, and welcome back to War Thunder. So, for your pleasure today, I have been sent in a replay by Jack3K. I have no idea if this is how his name is supposed to be pronounced, and I don't care, because frankly, he doesn't care, and this is why I might just name him Doomguy from now on, which is also famous for slaying demons and not giving a damn. So here we are in the American MBT-70 battle rating 9.0, and it has a 10-second reload on an autoloader. And I wanted to show you this because I think that we will see here the big difference to the XM803, which has no top mounted 20mm but a mere 50 cal. You'll see what I'm talking about in just a moment. It is obviously very similar to the KPZ-70 in the German tech tree, which also has now a 6-second reload. So here he just claimed his first kill, and that was very nice indeed on a 40 MTCA Italian premium main battle tank. So here we can see also the brutal mobility and maneuverability with a horsepower to ton ratio of around 28.5. So that is really crazy. But the Radkampfwagen 90 was just a touch quicker in this certain position, but again he has overextended quite a bit. His 52mm gun launcher system got now taken out by the Radkampfwagen 90's AP FSDS, and so he is now in repair. Very often that gets me killed because I just don't have the time to repair my gun breech or my gun barrel before somebody else stumbles across my repairing position and just gets an easy frag on me. Much like this Radkampfwagen 90, which was previously completely oblivious. He whiffs the shot because he gets blinded by the 20mm and finally ammo racked, so that was really nice. Another Radkampfwagen 90 merely has a split second to escape, and Doomguy is on it again. So he's observing, and there is lots of action here going on. The enemy team certainly want the C cap. So artillery strike is on him, and he has the quick shot again on an OF-40, completely wrecking the powertrain, and he drops an artillery strike on him just to make sure that he has everything done to this guy, because he actually slided behind one of those big oil tanks. He's now climbing the hill, and just as ordered, another Radkampfwagen 90 comes in. He doesn't hull break him, but he actually disables him, hoses him down with the 20mm, and gets rewarded with his second kill with the 20mm by blowing again the ammunition. Beautiful so far. Okay, so the OF-40 is just too much in cover, and he hesitates here for a little bit, but then thinks to himself, damn it, let's just go and go for it. He looks again, and then he gets a window of opportunity to strike here the Leopard A1A1 L44, yet another premium tank, this time of the Germans, and he gets a kill assist on him as another MBT-70 strikes the German premium. So he goes here again through the window, a bit off-road action here, doesn't care really with this tank. It is really fast, and maybe a bit too fast. Anyways, you know, this not coaxial, but in fact top-mounted 20mm is, I guess, Doomguy's favorite weapon system. There is some SPA in action, and just like SPA, this can threaten aircraft and helicopter alike. I'm not quite sure about the penetration values of the API high explosive belt, but I think it's in the region of 40-45mm, something like this, and that is actually enough for a lot of the tanks at around this battle rating. Tanks, SPAs, wheeled tanks from the side, and you have the mobility to get there in the first place. The Gepard just slept a little bit, and then he reverses because there is yet another Gepard that tries to challenge him. It's very brave to drive here sideways onto a German SPA, but then a lucky shot with the 20mm disables the gunner. He goes forward, and well, he just hoses him down with the 20mm yet again. So out of the 5 kills, 3 were done on lightly armored vehicles with the 20mm. I don't want to know how good this guy is actually with an SPA, but I can imagine things from now on. And this is why I actually did not want to show this replay at first, because now he's spawn camping. And again, another kill with the 20mm after disabling shot with the 152mm gun launcher system. With the 20mm, the third kill. So half big gun and half 20mm kills here right there. So he doesn't give a damn that the enemy has the cap superiority, and again a disabling shot and yet another finishing here with the ammunition blow up with the 20mm. That is kill number 7. And that shell goes right through the enemy tank that has still spawn protection. The TAM just freshly respawned, and he dares here a lot to stay out for that long. So yeah, but you know, I feature it anyway because it was kind of a little bit of comedy gold. Don't take this replay serious. Do not think that I approve of spawn killing. Actually, this is a perfect showcase why I personally rarely respawn, because once you get killed, there are always guys like this one, you know, that just float around the spawn and just try to get the easy frags where you spawn and you have no idea where the enemy tanks were. You had a good idea when you get killed probably, but not when, you know, you freshly respawn. And people like this, they just personally prevent me from using lineups. I just don't want people I don't want to give people like this guy easy kills. Another disabling shot on the TAM, and again the 20mm helps him out here a bit. Then he goes forwards, he hoses down the Gepard, another kill with the 20mm. Now he gets hammered from the rear. Finishing shot here on the TAM again, so he is really in for it. The 20mm gets another quick kill, and that's already his double ace, and that was so much comedy gold, I cannot believe it actually happened. So that was really funny. Now, looking at all the targets around him, he could easily use the ATGMs here, but there is a certain hard limit. Getting his 11th kill, this time again with an ammo rack explosion. So he is now putting so much pressure on the enemy's respawns that he just made the way free for his team to get C, which was previously really contested by the enemy team. A beautiful round doesn't kill here by a roof penetration of an Leopard A1A1 L44, and yeah, the team is also pressuring A because he's occupying their forces that hard. And again, kill number 13 here. And then finally, out of all the tanks that killed him, it is an R3 T106 FA. Okay, that was hardcore. And he chooses now to respawn in the before mentioned XM803, which is just not as good. It doesn't have the same Uber mobility, if you want to call it like that, but it's still very fast. And instead of a coaxial, no, top-mounted 20mm, he has a mere top-mounted 50 cal, and he goes forward aggressively, taking the gun barrel of the Leopard L44, then trying to shoot the roof like he has done before, but he has all the time in the world, despite the 10-second reload, to get to the other side and finishing him off like it doesn't really matter, straight through the side of the turret from the front, and then he goes for it again. 14 kills. Big impact on the gameplay, really dirty gameplay if I may add here, and he just doesn't care. But it was way too hilarious how much damage he could pump out with the 20mm, with the autoloader, with the mobility, maneuverability, and the armor held him alive for long enough. So this spaced armor arrangement of this kind of tank series is really cool. And he goes directly for the spawn anyway, again, because at this time nothing else is left. And this could be another kill with the 20mm. He kills, I guess, the gunner and the driver, and also jams the turret ring. But he even doesn't care with the 50 cal, and then he whiffs the shot from third person view. And then, yeah, the Centauro has all the time in the world to get behind into cover again. So from this point now on, nothing really dramatically happens again. But as you can see, that was one hell of a dirty gameplay. That was very aggressively played, and it was fun. It was comedy gold. And now he has two SPAs on him, those Swedish VEAKs. And he gets his gunner back, runabout now, extinguishes the fire, and then a hull break straight through the gun breaches. Good stuff right there. The second one is also in the vicinity. So he has now 15 kills and 4 kill assists. Can he make it one more kill? Yes, he can. And by all the things, he gets deleted for the second time by a Begleitpanzer. Let's have a quick look at the post-battle results. So that is quite an impressive result. So that is the best result screenshot that I got, and it shows just under 110,000 civilians and also just under 11,000 modification research points with 2 tech tree tanks with a premium account, but as far as I can tell, no boosters. And we also have here the Heavy Metal Hero Award and the Wingman Award. So 27,000 civil lines actually go to the overall awards and achievements, and so that makes up nearly a quarter of the overall civil line income. If this replay shows one thing, it just shows it is absolutely mandatory for a team to come back, that there is a working spawn protection system, and Gaijin just doesn't use this for years, and this is the result. I think that this guy here, Doomguy, is not caring because for him it's allowed to do. Nobody of us really likes to fall victim to a spawn camper or to somebody that really pressures the spawn early on, and he hasn't really paid visit or paid attention to the objective, which by itself is very rewarding if you get it, but it exposes you to a lot of risks. And if you're just challenging lightly armored vehicles and SPAs that are not really that much of a threat to you, especially if you catch them unaware, and it still pays off big time, why should you go through the risk? I'm not defending here, Doomguy. I'm not really playing devil's advocate either. It's all down to Gaijin's fault. I'm not ranting here, I'm just merely presenting you what people are able to do and what you rarely see me doing here. Because, to be honest, very often I've been the honorable fool. I have stayed out of the region of the enemy spawn, and I never received a thank you for this, because you only see very often the negative parts. And you know what? I couldn't care less. So thank you again for Jack3K for sending it in. I hope nobody hates on this guy. He just did what was allowed for him to do, and that was paying a very, very nasty visit to the enemy's spawn twice, and it paid off. So yeah, that's it for me today. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. I hope you enjoyed the gameplay anyways. If you did, please give it a like. Subscribe if you want to see more, and we'll see each other on the waves, in the skies, and on the battlefields of War Thunder.